Guys, Caitlin Clark is out for 2 weeks, and you can already hear the panic in the WNBA boardroom. It turns out diversity, equity, and inclusion doesn't sell tickets.
Now let's get to the WNBA, where the Indiana Fever announced that star Caitlin Clark will be out at least 2 weeks with a left quad strain. Clark reported some pain in her leg Saturday after the team's loss to the New York Liberty. She subsequently underwent an MRI and was diagnosed with the strain on Monday. Clark was the WNBA's Rookie of the Year last season and a first-team All-WNBA selection. So far, she's averaging 19 points and a league-leading 9.3 assists through 4 games this season. I could give a damn about that last part. I don't care about her leading the league in assists. I don't care about the points that she's averaging because I already know that the young lady can ball. She is special. What I'm interested in is what somebody tweeted me and asked about earlier today that I want to show you right now. Put this tweet up, please, so our audience can see it here. At 4th Gen Bucci, B-U-C-C-I, right? Stephen A. Smith, can the WNBA keep itself afloat while CC, as in Caitlin Clark, is out?
What's up, guys? You watch your own Aaron Nick Driver podcast here on YouTube. Guys, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Ring that notification bell, and you'll be notified of all my video releases. Guys, Caitlin Clark is out for 2 weeks. As I mentioned earlier, and as you guys heard from Stephen A. Smith, can the WNBA keep itself afloat while she's out? I'm going to get into my personal opinion on this after this next video clip. Let's keep it rolling.
My answer would be yes. I'm not going to summarily dismiss the WNBA, its growing popularity, some of the athletes that they have in there. I mean, Asia Wilson, come on now. I mean, it really starts with her. We all know what she brings to the table. Brianna Stewart and others, we see what this league has available to itself and what it's maintained. We get that part. But I'm not going to ignore, nor am I going to take my eyes off of what transpires with the WNBA over the next 2 weeks while Caitlin Clark is out with the quad strain. And the reason why is because, let me tell you something right now. I'm not going to go to word hate. I'm not going to be out there like RG3 was saying that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark or other players hate Caitlin Clark. But I will say this. I don't think it's specific about Caitlin Clark. I think it's what Caitlin Clark represents. See, it's through no fault of Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark balled. She balled at Iowa in college. She's balled since she's been in the NBA. She came into the league last year with no break whatsoever between the college game and the pro game and did her thing. Ended up as an all-star, ended up being 4th in the league in MVP voting, was the clear winner for Rookie of the Year. No competition whatsoever in that regard when it was really all said and done. We know what she brings to the table. But people wanted to hate because why? You had a bunch of players in this league that watched this young white girl come along and take the league by storm. And they resented it because they saw the marketing prowess that she had. They ignored the fact that you got chartered flights because of this girl.
Right.
They ignored the fact that ratings were going through the roof because of this girl.
Next.
Instead, they resented it because they said, yo, we were doing stuff long before Caitlin Clark got here, and y'all wasn't paying attention then. But now the young white girl comes along, and y'all want to sit up there and shower all of this praise and all of this attention that was earned before she ever came along. The resentment is understandable, but it's not about Caitlin Clark. It's about what she represents. My point is, grow up. Who cares?
Right.
If you're Magic and Bird, that didn't stop Jordan from coming along and doing what he did.
Facts. Big facts.
Over the years that followed, it didn't stop the Vince Carters of the world, the Allen Iversons of the world, the Shaq Diesel, Shaquille O'Neals of the world, the Hakeem Olajuwons of the world, the Charles Barkleys of the world. Bro. Not necessarily in that order, of course, because he came before all of those guys that I mentioned. How about a Vince Carter? How about a Kobe Bryant?
Yeah.
It didn't stop them.
Great points, man. Great points.
The fact of the matter is that it has to start somewhere. And if it starts somewhere, a rising tide lifts all boats. You jump on that tide, you jump on that boat and elevate and use them to elevate your play or to elevate the attention you garner. It's very simple, but people didn't want to do that.
No, they don't.
There was a lot of people that didn't want to do that. Let's call it what it is. I ain't gonna mention no names, but y'all know who they are. And they didn't want to do that. And I'm not talking about players and just players. So about announcers too. Talk about pundits as well. There's a whole bunch of people that didn't want to give Caitlin Clark her shine.
Facts.
But let me go over some of these numbers just to remind y'all of what this young sister brought to the table. Because we all brothers from another mother and all of that other stuff, and sisters from another mother, and got that. That's why I said that. Let's look at this. Became the first rookie with at least 25 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds in a playoff game. That was Caitlin Clark. Became the 4th different rookie to play all 40 minutes in a playoff game. That was her. I'm looking at other things. 6 different league television partners. This is last year. This is last season, because this is Caitlin Clark that we're talking about. 6 different league television partners set viewership records that year, her rookie year, for its highest viewed WNBA game. Do you know every one of those games included the Indiana Fever?
All right, guys, there you go. You guys heard it from Stephen A. Smith right there when it comes to Caitlin Clark's actual injury here with this quad strain. You know, guys, I look at it and I go, okay, I go to Charlotte Hornets games sometimes, and of course, Caitlin Clark being injured is going to affect WNBA ticket sales. Okay, like I think that's a no-brainer in my personal opinion. Now, Stephen A. Smith right here, I feel like is talking a little bit more macro, when it comes to that. But yes, of course, I think you would have to be an idiot not to think Caitlin Clark's injury isn't going to affect attendance. Okay, I'll give you guys an example. When LeBron James was playing for the Miami Heat, I used to go to Charlotte Hornets games, and I wanted to see him and D Wade play. And, if either one of them were injured, I wouldn't make the drive out there because I'm like 3 hours from Charlotte. So, people aren't going to go to Fever games if Caitlin Clark is out. They might go if they're like close by, but I don't think you're going to get that swell of people if the main player's out. And I'm just judging on the idea of when I used to not go to certain Charlotte Hornets games if I wanted to see a player, like if I wanted to see someone that is a player in another market, like if I wanted to see Giannis and Giannis is hurt, or if I wanted to see LeBron and LeBron is hurt, or if D Wade was hurt, or I used to get really pissed off when I would go to the games and they would be doing load management, because I went to see Kawhi one time, drove out 3 hours to see, and he ended up like sitting out because of like load management or whatever, and I thought that was pretty jacked up, because the fans want to see the actual stars play. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think Stephen A. Smith is saying right here is basically, yes, it's going to affect the WNBA as a whole, because not as many casual watchers are actually wanting to tune in if the star's not there. So you guys let me know in the comments what you think about this. I hope you guys have a blessed day. My name is Nick Driver. Like, share, comment on this video, ring that notification bell, and you'll be updated with all my upcoming video releases here on YouTube. Guys, thank you so much for all the love here recently, man. And we've crossed over the 2,500 subscribers mark. So hey, the next goal is 3,000. So let's share it with your friends and be a part of the community, guys. Get into the comments, comment with me, chat. I do live streams about 3 times a week. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Take care.